Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week, where the Mepham Pirates basketball team going up against the Baldwin Bruins. Today, we should expect a great game between these two great, tough teams that show a lot of effort. Today, if Mepham's really going to want to win, Oliver, they're going to really want to defend the way they're capable of and win the rebound battle. Now, what do you expect? Who's going to be important on this Mepham team to do these two things?
One player that I definitely expect to be important is Owen Heller. I mean, he's just the perfect guy you need on this basketball team. He's such an athlete. He sees the court very well and gives a lot of flexibility and a tremendous athlete. 14.2 points per game. He's definitely someone that I would look forward to watching on this Mepham basketball team.
Yeah, 100%. Great stretch forward, can take the ball up, can sit in the paint, do whatever you need for this team to win. Another guy I'm going to look forward to, especially for that winning the rebound battle, like we said, is Andrew Graff, who's usually playing the 5 for this team, playing center. He's averaging 7 points per game, but also gets a bunch of rebounds for this team. Now, moving over to Baldwin. They had a big win in their last game against Great Neck North, winning 88-44. And, they're going to look to use that momentum going into this game here. Now, the player that you really want to look out for on this Baldwin team is Chase Timberlake, a guard. He's averaging 23 points per game this year, and including 2 38-point games with a double-double. Now, that is just crazy to see in high school basketball. Just a great player, and I'm really looking to see what he can do today. Also, was second team on Long Island last year. So, he's been great for a long time and looking to keep going.
So, Jake, what do you expect Mepham to try and do this game to help boost their chances in winning? What are their keys? What are they trying to do?
Yeah, so definitely besides, like we said, win the rebound battle, defend well, execute. They have to play their game, play their pace, can't have turnovers, can't be missing defensive rebounds especially. You want to get the offensive rebounds, but if the other team's getting offensive rebounds on you, that's not a recipe for success.
Definitely. And with this Baldwin team, I think momentum is definitely on their side. Coming off of a big win against Great Neck North,
Yep.
I think their record right now, record overall is 5-4, and their conference is 4-1. So right now, I think they're feeling pretty good about themselves. They have a lot of momentum going for them. And I'm also interested to see how this momentum is going to carry over if it does. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. 4-1 in conference, moving well, looking like you're going to be making the playoffs. You got a little bit of season left, but if you continue the way you're playing, having a good shot at the playoffs here, definitely want to keep that momentum here and not let up and not lose. Now, keys to the game for Great Neck North, or for Baldwin, you're going to want to play tight on defense, play in the transition, and play through your stars like a guy like Chase Timberlake, like we were saying before. If they can do that, they shouldn't have any problems defeating this Mepham Pirates team. But Mepham Pirates is going to try and get rid of this. They're going to try and spread the ball out, kind of loosen up the defense, try and find open pockets to play. Transition, they're going to try and slow them down, maybe with a press. Don't let them get up the court before you can get back on defense. And then playing through the stars, putting some traps on Timberlake, making sure that he can't be the one scoring. But then it's tough because you got a guy like Timberlake averaging 23 points a game, and then you go and you have a centered forward, Gabriel Phillips, averaging 16 points per game. That's just, you want to put your attention on Timberlake, but you can't leave Phillips uncovered. It's going to be tough. He gets a lot of rebounds. He scores 16 points a game. It's definitely going to be a hard-fought battle here. Both teams are going to have to use 110% effort to get a victory out of this one.
And I definitely think in terms of strategies for Baldwin, they're definitely going to want to focus on Owen Heller, as he is one of the captains of this Mepham team and someone that I feel like everyone can really rally against with. Owen Heller is such an athlete. He also plays for the Mepham football team, which we know did terrific this season.
Yep.
And is someone that I think Baldwin is definitely going to want to focus on in order to contain this Mepham team. Now, even though Mepham is 0-11 right now and 0-6 in their league, I don't think they should be discouraged at all and should definitely play 110%. And I think Baldwin is going to know that Mepham is eager to get this win and are going to have to focus on Owen Heller to get their victory. But Mepham obviously is going to be motivated to push forward and break the odds.
Yeah, definitely. As Coach Adams says, their record doesn't define them this year. They played really hard and played some close games that, they could have won, it could have gone either way. But Coach Adams in his first year here, he's really looking to change the culture, build up this program. He wants to put in the effort that you have to do to win. He's not going to go in there thinking if you go 50% at practice, you're going to get a win. He wants 100% out of all of his players at all times to get that win. As he said, get 1% better every day, and at some point is going to lead to success.
Definitely. I think what's important here is having a coach that is so willing to keep on moving forward despite the record that they have right now. Jamie Adams giving out these words of encouragement, just showing how determined he is to try and turn things around for this Mepham team. And I think that is so important for any team, any sport, having a coach that no matter what record you have, always being able to have faith in your players and look forward to do better, push themselves harder, just determined to be better at their job of trying to get a win and just doing what any means possible, just pushing them even more and more and more.
Yeah, definitely. One player that I'm going to be looking out for today, besides Heller and Graf on this Mepham team, is Colin Kohut. He was on varsity as a sophomore last year, made some great improvements, and it's a guy that he's had a pretty quiet season this year, but he's got the ability to break out. He leaves everything out on the court and made major progress from the first game this year to now. And so we'll see. He's going to try and get a lot of shots up tonight and try and get a big win for this Mepham team. So I'm looking for him to have a breakout game if the Mepham team wants to win besides those other keys to this game.
Definitely, and he's definitely one of the best players on his team, and his team loves him being on the team. They love having another year with him. He gets 5 points per game and three threes points per shots per game. So he's definitely someone that is good to look out for during this game, and someone that I think can play a big role in deciding the game and the overall tone and what happens this game.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to have his breakout game. He hasn't had it yet. I think if he can put up, 15, 16 points, and then you have Heller putting up his 14, Graf putting up his 7, and then the Mesh guys putting up, 5 or 6 each, they're going to have a good chance of winning this game,
Definitely.
But still, against this Baldwin team, when you have two guys averaging 16 points and 23 points on a team, that's already accounting for 40 points or a little over 40 points that a team's scoring. Like, 40 points is a decent number in these types of games, in high school basketball games. Some games only get up to 40 points. Some will get up higher, like Baldwin scored 88 the last game. But 40 points is around a number that you could get to get a victory.
And the game is just underway, and we are going to toss over down below to the booth and watch this incredible game.
As here come the Bruins now as we're getting ready for tip-off.
Yeah, Gabriel Phillips on the draw versus Ryan Arias.
Yeah, as refs getting ready, players getting their last few adjustments ready as it's Phillips versus Arias for the opening tip-off. As refs are good to go, as tip-off is about to get underway, as it is up and away, as it's won by Phillips back to Sainsbury. As it's Sainsbury now to St. Jean. Jean to Phillips with 3, no good offensive rebound by Phillips. Stolen by Laniker going the other way as it's Laniker now with it. Driving, tries to draw the foul, not able to as it's a rebound by Timberlake. Timberlake now the other way, guarded by Laniker. Timberlake pulls up from mid-range and it's good to get the Bruins on the board early as it's now grabbed to Heller. Heller now with it, guarded by Sainsbury. Heller still with it, drives to the corner. Looking for an opening over to Gallagher. Gallagher now with 20 on the clock. Gallagher back to Heller. Heller still with it. Pirates trying to find an opening on the Bruins. As it's Heller with the spin, not able to work. Gallagher from way downtown calls glass as Pirates take the 3-2 lead over the Bruins.
What a shot there by Gallagher. It really helps getting on the board early.
As it's Sainsbury guarded by Arias. As it's Sainsbury over to Timberlake. Timberlake for 3 is good. As both teams exchange 3-pointers. As now it's Heller in the Gallagher. Gallagher back to Heller. Heller drives a double, kicks back out. Gallagher 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Johnson over to Sainsbury. Sainsbury Over to Timberlake. Timberlake picked by Johnson. Timberlake 3 off the rim and will go out of bounds here.
Yeah, it's clear Baldwin has had their game plan. Give it to Timberlake and let him shoot it.
Yeah, as here's a replay of just that big three-pointer by Gallagher from downtown, as it's Heller now with it, guarded by Timberlake. Heller calling for a pick, not able to get it. Heller steps back, finds the opening, over to Lanica. Lanica picked by Graff. Just a little over Graff's head as he's not able to save it. Turnover, Pirates.
Yeah, it's going to be, that's one of those plays that you look back on it and you really like to execute it.
As it's Sainsbury here now with it. Over to Timberlake. Now with it at the top to St. Jean. As it's Phillips down low, able to draw the foul on Heller. As Phillips just had that small shot fake, able to fool Heller.
Yeah, Phillips is a all-county as a sophomore. He is currently a junior, and he's one of the best players on this Baldwin team.
Yeah, as Phillips will be going to the line as he's got back-to-back double-doubles, tries to carry it over. The first one's up and good. 6-3 Bruins. As Phillips, just one of the biggest spots on this team. When he does good, the team does good. And the second one by Phillips is up and good as he's now on the board with 2 big free throws as Heller guarded, double-teamed. As the ref will call out of bounds off of Heller.
Yeah, that's a very good team play by both Timberlake and St. Jean to draw the turnover.
As the inbound here by St. Jean to Sainsbury. Sainsbury drives, pulls up, saved by Phillips, and ball going flying. Heller with the home run pass to Lanica, and a big block there. What a block there by Johnson with the block. And now it's Sainsbury going the other way, over to Timberlake. Timberlake now with it. Timberlake drives. Thought he drew the foul on Heller. Heller with the rebound. Heller now with it. Drives right out. Kicks it to Lanica for 3, and it's good as the Pirates cut it to a 1-point game. As Bruins moving quick as it's Timberlake over to Sainsbury. Sainsbury will be able to draw the foul on Arias. As here's just a replay of just that amazing block there by Johnson.
Yeah, that's a very athletic play right there by Johnson. You could see he's a first-year varsity starter and did not play this year.
As it's Timberlake over to Sainsbury. Sainsbury to Phillips. Phillips makes the pass. Back out for 3 to Timberlake. Off the mark. Rebound Phillips and right up and in. As it's Heller up. Tipped by Phillips as he's able to later corral it, but it'll go off his leg. Pirates ball.
Yeah, that was a risky pass right there by the Pirates. They're lucky to keep the ball. Phillips just missed it.
As you can see, the Pirates have just been trying to move that. That's the second time they've tried that full court pass. First one
Camera 4 is
almost
dark
paid
and
off, but then the
focus.
block. As it's a jump ball there.
Yeah.
Stolen by the Bruins. Sainsbury
Middle.
up and will draw the foul.
Ryan
as
doesn't
they'll head to
want
the
me to
line
leave
for
this
the
spot.
opportunity out of 3-point play. Just a heads-up play by the Bruins, moving fast, turning defense into offense.
Yeah, this Bruins team, you can see, is very effective at all aspects. Timberlake hitting threes, they're drawing fouls. That's how you win games.
As Sainsbury going to the line to try and complete the 3-point play. As it's up by Sainsbury and no good. Rebound by Graff. Graff now with it. Over to Lanica. Lanica to Arias. Arias to Heller. Heller to Arias. Arias still with it. Over to Gallagher. Gallagher with the fake. Arias. Graff with 13 on the clock. Graff tipped away by Phillips. Arias able to fight for it back.
And it will be Baldwin.
As it'll be Pirates ball. As a great play there by Ryan Ellis, seeing that loose ball and jumping right on it. As Heller here with the inbound, the Pirates run their play. Heller trying to avoid the 5 second as he throws it over the head of Laniker, as he just was worried about avoiding that 5 second and not about where the pass went.
Yeah, Baldwin, now that's 2 in a row where they're getting pressed. Their press is working against the Pirates. They're not able to move quick enough.
The Baldwin defense really paying off so far, as it's Sainsbury now down low to Phillips. Phillips up and in, as Phillips is using his body and size to put the ball in, as it's Heller now with it. Going the other way, trying to move quick, as it's Gallagher for 3 again, as he gets his another triple. 2 early threes for Gallagher. Bruins moving fast as it's Sainsbury. Over to Timberlake. Timberlake for 3. No good, as it's down, and Phillips able to fight it and bank it off of Arias.
Yeah, Baldwin's game plan is to get Mepham to draw fouls, already commit 3 fouls, and give it to Timberlake at goal 30.
As the inbound, Phillips pulls up, no good, rebound Graff. Graff to Heller. Heller to Laniker. Laniker to Arias in the corner for 3. No good, rebound Gallagher. Gallagher to Heller. Heller fakes the shot the first time, as it's rebound grabbed by Johnson, falling down, as it's Sainsbury. Over to Phillips. Phillips, Euro, back out to Sainsbury. Off the mark, Laniker in transition. Stolen back by and in.
Very aggressive play right there. Staying the field and getting the basket.
As an errant pass there by the Pirates, as Phillips steals it in transition. 3 for the Bruins is good. Timeout Pirates after the Timberlake 3, as the Bruins are just turning defense into offense, playing very tight defense and forcing those errant plays by the Pirates to get them their 18-9 lead.
Yeah, Timberlake has been outstanding this game. He has a steal already, and he has 9 points, which is incredible to start this game in the first quarter.
Yeah, just this whole team opening up completely, as Timberlake with 8 points and a board, and just here's a replay of just the Bruins just taking control of this game on the offensive and defensive end of the ball.
Yeah, that's just very heads-up awareness play. And you also have to look at Phillips, who's been a beast on the court, too. He has 2 rebounds, 3 points, and as you said, back-to-back double-doubles, which is never easy to do.
As we have a substitution here, as Williams checks into the game for the Bruins, and the Pirates keep their starters. As it's an inbound here for Heller, as the Bruins run their press double, as they're just converging on the ball. As it's Laniker, pulls up, rebound, Phillips. As Phillips over to Sainsbury. Sainsbury to Phillips. Phillips now loses it, grabbed by Sainsbury, as the Pirates bring a double, as we'll have a jump ball here, as it'll be Bruins ball. Just the Pirates right out of that timeout. The Bruins did bring that double, and the Pirates brought it right back and almost forced the turnover, as we have an inbound by Timberlake to Phillips. Phillips over to Sainsbury for 3. Off the rim, rebound by Graff. Graff to Heller. Heller still with it. Heller for 3 now. Off the mark. In transition, it's Timberlake. Timberlake drives, dumps it to Phillips. Phillips blocked by Heller. Over to Sainsbury, though, as the Pirates with the defensive play not able to get the ball out to it. As it's Laniker, catches it at half court. Laniker to Heller, as they'll call a backcourt violation, as Heller thought he just was in the air enough. Ref didn't think so, as we have substitution here as the sophomore Andrew Adams checks in for Tyler Laniker.
Yeah, Baldwin's press is making it almost impossible for the Pirates right now. They really need to learn that press, especially or else they're going to fall behind.
As it's Johnson now with it. Over to Sainsbury. As it's Sainsbury now with it. Kicks it out to Williams. As it's a 3 off the mark, draws the foul on Adams. As Timberlake will go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, Timberlake also has double-doubles this year. He's had 2 38-point games. So, yeah, he's a huge threat.
As Timberlake will shoot the first of 3 right here. First one by Timberlake, up and good as he just keeps building on his numbers on the day. Now 9 points, looking to keep bringing it up with these 2 free throws here. Second one is good by Timberlake as he is the first player on this game in double digits now as the Pirates subbing Sanderson for Graff.
Yes, that's what you need. That's why Mepham 4 fouls. That's very bad compared to Baldwin's 0. And they've had a lot of free throws.
And 3 good there for Timberlake as he's now got 11 points as it's Adams to Heller. As it's now Gallagher now with it. Heller, defense play there, stolen by Sainsbury as it's a lay-in there for Timberlake as we have a Pirates injury here.
Yeah, the press has been working for Baldwin all game, and it really shows.
As it looked like on that play, Heller just turned wrong and he ended up getting hurt. As it's Adams here with the inbound. As McQuillan now checks in. As it's Adams looking for an opening, hits Arias. Arias to Adams. Adams with it now in the front court with 40. Pirates trying to find their opening as it's Adams. Swarming Bruins here as a 3 by Arias is good. Pirates needed that big time after lots of empty possessions in a row. As it's Sainsbury here.
25 to go.
Sainsbury here. Pirates bench starting a defense chant, trying to get them in it, trying to get the atmosphere in it. Sainsbury just trying to wind down the clock. Shot clock off here. Bruins get the last possession. As it's Sainsbury now with 7. 3 there. No good. Tipped up Phillips. Sanderson as it'll go out of bounds with .9 left.
Yeah, it's going to be a very quick play.
As Gallagher with it, throws up a player, hits Adams. Adams up as it will fall short. And at the end of 1 here, Bruins lead 25-12. And here's just a replay of the Pirates. Adams over to Arias, able to pick up that 3 and try and maybe spark something for the Pirates offense.
Yeah, late before the first quarter, that's very big. You don't want to be in single digits at the end of the first quarter.
As now we're going to send it over to Haley Gardner.
Thanks, guys. I'm here on the court where the Bruins and the Pirates have been playing. Right now, it's 12-25 with the Bruins in the lead, and it's been a hard game for the Pirates. They've been fighting really hard to get back up, but I believe that they can do it in the second quarter, but we'll see how it goes. There's been a couple of players on the court that have been working hard this whole time, including a couple of people that have been doing it. The Bruins have been working tirelessly, and we're going to start it up for the second quarter. Back to you guys.
Hey, welcome. I'm Jake Maxwell. I'm alongside here with Lucas Pangankar for the second quarter of this basketball game. Lucas, what do you need to see out of these two teams in the second quarter?
Yeah, you saw Chase Timberlake hitting those deep threes. Maybe the Pirates need to tighten up on the perimeter defense a little bit.
I was like, why is he doing a tornado?
I was waiting for you to toss it
I was like,
starters, maybe start working on that back. They're down by a little bit. Maybe start working back and trying to get that comeback going.
Yeah, gonna have to use a little bit of that depth on the bench now with Heller being out. Hopefully he is okay. As we see, they're getting ready for the second quarter. You got Will Gallagher out there, Andrew Adams, Kyle McQuillan, Chase Anderson, and Ryan Arias out there. Most of the starting 5 out there besides McQuillan and Adams, both coming off the bench here. Adams to McClellan. McClellan trying to find a guy. Finds Arias. Arias makes a move to the left. Retreats back to the right. Adams with the ball. Little tie up there. Now he gets fouled there as he was trying to pass the ball away.
Yeah, you see Adam gets hard contact there after that double team that the Baldwin's trying to run. And it does not work for them. That's going to be a foul there.
Yeah, it seems like Baldwin's working hard to get to trap whoever has the ball and force a turnover.
Yeah, you've seen that a lot of times here. They've used that double team to work in to get the possession on the other side.
Mepham's had a tough time here trying to inbound the ball. As in transition, Baldwin gets a layup. And the foul, it's going to be an offensive foul there as they're going to take the charge. That's McQuillan taking the charge there.
Yeah, McCollum just kind of eats that charge as Timberlake goes up with the knee, and that's going to go Mepham ball.
Now Mepham's going to try and get this inbound in. Looking for a guy. Finds McClellan. McClellan to Arias. Arias trying to break it up court. And they call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Baldwin there.
Yeah, Baldwin in the full court trap, trying to keep as much pressure as onto the Mepham team as possible. You see that they've been running that double team and we're in that full court trap. Mepham just constantly having pressure on them on that ball.
As that was Isaiah Lett with the foul there. He's a first year varsity kid. Still trying to get used to the whole season there, and you see a little vulnerability with the foul there. Adams taking the ball up, gets across the court. Adams looking for a man, finds Arias. Arias to the right. Arias with a shot, tries to use the bank, cannot. Bank was not open there. Now in transition, Adams tries to take a charge, doesn't get it, and they're going to call a foul. A foul on Adams there as he tried to take the charge. Ended up not getting it.
I see a blocking foul there in Adams as the Pirates are in the bonus and the Baldwin's in the bonus.
And now we have Jordan Williams taking the free throws here. First one, no good.
Jordan Williams, who's a junior forward for this Baldwin team, is a first-year varsity player.
As Mepham has 12 points here, coming all off three-pointers. Getting those 12 points have hit 4 3-pointers, while Baldwin's had more of a spread-out scoring system, 2s, 3s.
Yeah, and we're going to play our highlight, Chase Timberlake, who's one of the better players on that roster. Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan Williams.
And he hits the second free throw. McQuillan looking for somebody to get. He goes to Gallagher. Gallagher bringing it up, finds Graff. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher looking for the pass. Looking to do something here. Got Graff. Graff dribbling out. Trying to get to the paint now. Goes up for the layup and too hard on the backboard there. Missing.
Yeah, Graff just can't find it to go there. And
Now Baldwin in transition, trying to get it away, and they get it. Baldwin's having a really easy time in transition here, figuring out how to score.
Great pass with the Jordan Williams, and that's a great transition bucket.
Now Rodney Michael with the ball, and that's going to be a reach-in foul, as that is Isaiah Lett again with his second foul of the quarter.
Yeah, that pressure does not work all the time. That's going to be another foul there for
Yeah,
Baldwin.
sometimes getting a little too aggressive on the pressure there. As Mepham's going to inbound in, finds Rodney Michael. Trying to find out, gets across half court. Trying to finds Arias. Arias looking for Gallagher. Gallagher with the jab step, pulls up from 3, no good. And that is going to go out of bounds and going to be Baldwin ball here.
Gallagher can't find anything open, so he takes a shot himself, and he does not land there.
Is now Baldwin going up the court, finds the man. Back to the top of the key, back to the wing. And now they get the three-pointer off, and that's going to be no good and going to go out of bounds and go Mepham's way.
Yeah, and Williams just can't find that one to fall there. Let's go Mepham inbound here with Arias.
Arias on the inbound here as Raniker checks in for Gallagher. Arias gives it to Rodney Michael. Baldwin takes off the press there, and now they're right back to pressing. Let them get the pass in, and now pressing there. Rodney gets up the court, trying to get a move to make his man miss, get around. Now Graff with the ball. Arias with it. Over to Michael on the wing. To McQuillan, top of the key. McQuillan dribbling, circling back. And that's going to be a travel on McQuillan as he picks up his back foot.
Yeah, it's just really good defense there by Baldwin, forcing that travel kind of, because either they can't get him into the paint, can't find that pass open, and McQuillan just draws, and then McQuillan gets the travel there.
Yeah, you saw he had a little too much momentum going forward there. And that's going to be a travel back on Baldwin now as Mepham gets that one back, getting the ball back here. You're going to have Arias passing the ball in, taking the ball out here.
Arias is one of the better players on this Pirates team. Who is their leading scorer?
Rodney Michael bringing the ball up the court here. Over to Raniker. Raniker gets a screen, looking for Graff in the paint. Graff tries to go up with it, has nothing. Then it's a turnover there. Baldwin bringing it up, finds a man in the paint, goes up for the layup, takes some contact from McClellan. No foul called there, as it was clean defense by McClellan. Baldwin gets the offensive rebound. Baldwin, he's got a man on the wing. No three take there, and now going for mid range, and that's going to be out of bounds, going Baldwin's way.
Yeah, Baldwin using their hustle there on the offensive rebounds. Can't find the first one to go, gets the rebound. Can't find the second one to go, gets the rebound. And now they're going to be inbounding here.
Yeah. Now Baldwin looking for man under the hoop, unable to find it. Now they have Timberlake at the top of the key on the logo. Dribbling up, passes out over to Gabriel. Gabriel passes back to Timberlake. Timberlake throws into the corner, and that's going to be a three-point shot. No good. And Arias is fighting for the rebound, unable to get it. And now that's the fourth rebound in a row for this Baldwin team.
Yeah, Baldwin's in a rebound.
Corner on the three. And they hit it. And that can't happen for Mepham. You can't not get 4 defensive rebounds in a row and expect them to not score at some point. Yeah. He chucks it down the court and cannot find Raniker there. Now Timberlake in the wing, and he drains a three. And that's going to be a timeout for the Mepham Pirates team.
Yeah, you saw Bacon cooking on that three there, and he passes it back to Timberlake. And that's going to be another three of the leading score here for the Baldwin Bruins.
As you see here, Mepham just seems to be playing sloppy, a little too fast-paced. They got to slow the game down, play the game their style of basketball if they want to try and claw back into this game.
You're going to see in those 2 replays, you're going to see those past 2 threes from Bacon and Timberlake making those 2 threes. That perimeter game has been working here for the Bruins. Maybe the Pirates defense needs to try to stop that.
Yeah, definitely. I think, rebounding. You don't get 4 defensive rebounds in a row there. They're going to make a shot at some point, and it happens to be a three-pointer. Then you try and chuck the ball across the court and get your guy to win a one-on-one jump ball. Throw isn't perfect. Goes right to the defender. They come down on the court. Their best player, all Long Island second team Timberlake, drains a three. That's stuff that's going to happen. You haven't scored in the second quarter here. Haven't got great shot selection. It's been tough, but Mepham, if they just slow the game down here, they can get back into this, play their game the right way.
Yeah, you've seen that a lot from the Pirates, throwing the ball deep down the court. I think, as you said, slow the game down, play their game, retain possession, and get those easy buckets. So you can get those easy layups and work that better game here.
Right now Mepham's playing in a Baldwin's game. Fast pace, trying to make the best pass at all times. Mepham's gonna play their game, make the simple pass. They're going full court press, find an open man, play a kind of back and forth game there. Don't try and chuck it 30 feet down the court. That's not going to work. You have to play simple passes, easy passes that are going to work. Then you get on a little bit of a roll. Then you can try and make those good passes to really throw off the defense and spread out the court. But to claw back into this game, they got to play simple. As they go simple, right to Graff there. He's wide open. It's a good pass. Graff back to Arias. Arias over to McClellan. Defender's unable to get it, and that's going to be out of bounds on Baldwin.
Yeah, as you see, just Kyle letting it go out of bounds of the tip from Timberlake.
Yeah, he was smart there. He didn't try and grab the ball. He just let it go out of bounds, slow the game down. They find Raniker open. Raniker trying to make a move here. Raniker dribbles over towards Arias, and that's going to be stolen, and that's going to be going the way of Baldwin.
Yeah, and that's going to be Williams there on that steal. Great job. Very, very good defender here for that forward.
It's another turnover for the Pirates. Dribbling up, goes into the paint, and that's going to be a bad pass there right over the head of Gabriel.
See Mepham catch a break here, maybe get an easy bucket off that missed possession by the Baldwin Bruins.
As the pass went over Gabriel Phillips' head right there. Now Rodney's dribbling up the court. Gets up, has to have court line, dribbles off his foot, and that's going to be back Baldwin ball. Another turnover from Mepham. They're unable to stay consistent here and not turning the ball over.
Yeah, and Michael with just a simple mistake there, just lets that ball go through.
And that's going to be another layup made for this Baldwin team. Arias trying to find the pass. Arias, Michael runs up the court, and they're going to call a foul there on the Baldwin Bruins. And Mepham's in the bonus, and now they're shooting 2. Looks like they're going to send Michael to the line here. This will be Mepham's first points of the second quarter if they can score here.
Yeah, Michael here trying to get an easy free throw here for the Pirates.
And he misses.
This is the first one here. As you can see, Tommy Kayantis check in here for Andrew Graff.
So Michael misses the first shot. Here he goes to the second one. Michael getting ready for his next shot. Shot is up, and it's good, making the score 13-36 here. With Michael with this 1 point there. Phillips passes it out, back to Phillips. Phillips back out, over to Timberlake. Timberlake with the 3, and no good. He missed the short there.
Heroes, right?
No good on the shot there. Try to get the floater from the free throw line. Branniker bringing up the court with some pace. Branniker goes straight to the hole, tries to pass it out to Michael, finds him. Michael goes in, and he makes the layup there. As that was a great showing there.
Yeah, and that's one of the better positions Mepham had tonight. We saw that pass from Branniker, and Michael gets an easy bucket there for the Pirates.
Right.
That's going to be a second.
I will.
And now, referee comes over to the table to let them know change has to be made. And now, bringing up the court is Sainsbury. Sainsbury bringing up the court over to Timberlake.
Oh, no
In
wonder
the
why I was
corner
down
to
there.
Phillips. Phillips out. And now it's Williams with the ball. Over to Sainsbury. Over to Timberlake. Back to Phillips. Phillips to Timberlake. Timberlake fakes a shot. Dribbles in. Over to Williams. Williams with the 3-pointer. No good. Sainsbury gets the rebound. Sainsbury to Phillips. Phillips. And that ball is going to be blocked as Phillips went up for the layup. And that's going to be going Mepham's way there.
Yeah, and that's catch and break there for the Pirates. You can see in that replay there, Michael finds the ball, loose ball, and just goes up the layup with a strong layup there. That's going to get Mepham bucket.
Yeah. As now, Michael's trying to get across the court here. Gets a call at half court. Michael gets fouled there. It's going to be another foul. And now he's going to the line.
Yeah, Baldwin's being a little too aggressive there. He just fouls Roddy Michael.
Now Michael's back to the line. Michael's going to be shooting 2 again. He's going to look to cash in 2 this time. He only hit 1 last time. First shot is up. And good. Making the score 13-16 as Mepham's only down by 20 now. As the deficit was as large as 24 at one point.
As Michael's been a good spark for this Mepham team off the bench here, and so far in the second quarter.
And that one goes in and out there. Timberlake bringing the ball up. Timberlake over to Williams, back to Timberlake, down to Bacon. Bacon over, and that's going to be shot. And it's going to be good for 2, as that was Johnson with the shot there. Arias throws up a jump ball for Michael. Michael's unable to get it. He gets control now. And he looks. And Mepham coach calls a timeout before he goes out of bounds, as now they're going to be inbounding it from the far left corner.
And that's just going to be another, as we said before, and we said in that break, Mepham's got to find that easy pass, and they go deep to Michael, which is, I don't think is the best opportunity here. They have a guy on the other outside. And they've used that game. Michael, who also has been a good spark here off the bench here, Mepham Pirates.
Yeah. Now, what do you think the Mepham team has got to do here to try and get back into this game?
They have to take the easy bucket. They got to take the easy bucket. As you see on that one good possession they've had so far in the second quarter, you saw that pass from Branniker, and Michael picked up that loose ball and gets a good layup. They got to find that layup. They got to find that easy bucket that they can go to every time and find that guy that can bring that spark off the bench, because you saw that starting lineup didn't create that.
Yeah, what I've seen here is really, they haven't been finding their best shot. Now, every Friday on BMB, make sure you tune into the BMB morning announcements. Every Friday morning to see your favorite personalities' faces and news stories to keep you up to date on things in and around the Bellmore-Merrick community. The morning announcements are rapidly changing and bringing you into the stories from around the whole community, and there's a lot more to come. So make sure not to miss an episode.
Yeah, but I'm excited for this Friday's episode, Jake.
Me too. Extremely excited to see what happens. But Mepham's really got to take more time. You have 29 seconds on the shot clock. Take that full time. Shoot it with 5 seconds left. They're shooting it with around 13 seconds left right now, and not getting the best shot they can. Michael bringing it up the court. Down to Arias, to McQuillan. Contest, and goes through Arias' legs. Now trying to push it up the court is Johnson. Johnson with the lay over McQuillan, and that's going to be another point, making the score 40-16. Arias bringing up the court with a lot of pace here. Arias goes into the paint, and he's going to miss the shot, and there's going to be a foul there. Because now Arias is going to be going to the line, as the foul is on Bacon of Baldwin.
Yeah, and then we're going to have player high. So Justin Timberlake, who's one of the better players on this Baldwin team, is averaging 22 points per game, and his second team all Long Island for this Baldwin team.
Yeah, definitely a great player to look out for the rest of the season. You know, going into the once he gets to playoffs, you know, he could be the X factor that brings Baldwin good places.
Yeah, he has 30.
Arias shot up, and that is good. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and he has 2 38-point triple doubles in
Yep.
back-to-back games.
And now Gallagher's in from McQuillan. Arias hit the first one. Second shot is up, and it's no good. Kiantis is fighting for the offensive rebound, unable to get it. Now Timberlake going slow up the court, dribbling, trying to get around Michael. Loses a little hit on there, and Phillips with the shot, and that is going to be no good. Rainiker with the rebound. Rainiker bringing the ball up the court, and almost dribbles it out of bounds there, keeps it in bounds. That's going to be out of bounds on Baldwin, as Mepham's going to keep the ball.
You see Gallagher inbound here to Michael.
Rodney bringing it back up the court. Gallagher on the wing, fakes a shot, dribbles it backwards. Gallagher running, hands it off to Michael. Michael running, hand off to Arias. Arias gets around the screen, takes a three, and that is no good. And Contis kind of slams that ball down, and that's going to be Mepham's ball as it's out on Johnson of Baldwin.
Yeah, I like the shot selection there by Arias. He finds little open window here and takes that shot. Doesn't fall, but you're down by this deficit. You got to start taking those threes. Starting to try and come back into this game.
Especially an open three. Now it's the best look you're going to get. Gallagher fakes a shot. It's trapped. And it's going to be Mepham's ball again, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, as you said all day, that Baldwin pressure has been huge so far. Using that double team, using that full court trap has been huge against that Pirate offense.
Yep. Now Arias goes up for the jump ball. They're going to call jump ball there, and that's Baldwin's ball. As Timberlake and Arias were fighting over that one.
Yeah, you just could not find the open man on that inbound pass there.
Timberlake bringing up the court. Over to Phillips. Phillips passes out to the wing. Back to Timberlake. Back to the wing. And that three is up and no good. And Johnson's fighting for it, but that's going to be Mepham's ball as it's over the back. Foul. Shooting 2 for Mepham. Rainiker's at the line, going to be shooting 2 here with 1:07 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're going to play so Rodney Michael, who's been a very, very good spark off the bench here so far in the second quarter, has 4 points so far. He went front 2 from the line, but you saw that really good layup there from that Taylor Rainiker pass.
Yep, and Rainiker misses the first free throw. Going for his second shot now. Rainiker up and no good. Timberlake pushing the ball up the court here. Timberlake goes up for the lay, gets blocked by Kiantis, and now Rainiker up to Arias. Arias shoots a 3, and that is no good, in and out there. Kiantis fighting for the rebound, nobody there for help. And that ball is going to hit. Arias hits the deck. Gallagher with the ball. Gallagher goes up with the shot, no good. And that's going to be injured player from Mepham, it looks like. As it's Ryan Arias down on the floor there.
Yeah, you're going to see Ryan Arias just goes up that jumper, goes in and out, but cannot land for the Pirates.
Yep. Pirates talking here. Trying to lock in. With 43 seconds to go to the second quarter, trying to go on a little run here, leading into halftime to get some momentum. Arias is up. And good. And now Grizzard is coming into the game.
Looks like for us, Arias' shoulder.
Yeah. Now Grizzard checks in. He's a junior spark plug for this Mepham team. Timberlake bringing up the court. Timberlake over. Back to Timberlake. Timberlake over to Salters. Salters to Phillips. Back to Timberlake. Timberlake dribbling into the paint. Goes in. Back to Phillips with a little underpass. Phillips with a lay. No good as a rebound. And that is going to be good for St. Jean. Michael St. Jean.
Yeah, St. Jean, who is the starter there? That's a good bucket there.
And that's a timeout called by Baldwin here.
Yeah, that's going to be a 42-17 lead here for Baldwin. The Pirates kind of deformation when you see that replay. St. Jean gets his own rebound, and he's going to put it right back up, and it's going to get his own bucket there.
Yeah. Good fighting from this Baldwin team, fighting for the rebounds over and over again. Continues to win these rebound battles.
Yeah, Baldwin, a very big hustle team. They've shown that so far. They use that full court trap. They have that double team pressure there, and they also always get those offensive rebounds. You saw that position there. 4 offensive rebounds in a row, and they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, definitely. Mepham's getting ready, trying to score some points here to end this second quarter and give themselves at least some momentum going to halftime, trying to claw back into this game.
Yeah, with 18 seconds left on the game clock, you have Will Gallagher inbound here.
Gallagher to Rodney Michael. Michael bringing up the court. They're going to hold this for the last shot, most likely. Over to Gallagher. Gallagher fakes a 3. Now Gallagher takes a wide open 3, and it's no good. Raniker fighting for the rebound, unable to get it. And now they throw it up. And Bacon for the layup. And Bacon's going to get fouled hard there, and he's going to get 2 shots. Because Bacon gets fouled hard. As Bacon is taking 2 shots now here. Bacon is taking his shots. The first shot is good.
First one's good.
Now Bacon getting ready for the next shot here. And it's no good as he hits 1 and 2. And now Mepham getting ready to go in for halftime. And that was a great, hard-fought first half between 2 teams there, Lucas.
Yeah, very, very good.
Definitely good to see.
That's not going to be wanted. We're going to be sending over to Haley Gardner.
To Haley Gardner now.
Coach. I couldn't say thank you, but thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to see you on TV.
One day, hopefully.
Don't wait till I die, because I'm old lady.
Thank you so much. I'm Haley Gardner. Can you guys in the studio?
To the halftime show. I'm Oliver Mattis.
And I'm Nikki Saraceni.
So, Nikki, what did you see in the first half overall?
Well, at first, early on, there was a lot of back and forth. Both teams were scoring. They were kind of just playing back and forth game. And then Baldwin just went up on scoring streak, and Mepham was really working hard to get some points back.
So now let's own in on the 2 teams, starting off with Mepham. What did you see from Mepham?
They were playing really well together, I think. There was a lot of good passing, and I just think that the other team's defense, Baldwin's defense was just really strong, and they were covering them, so it was kind of hard to get their shots in.
Definitely, and I want to add on and say Mepham, they seemed very aggressive, but they were just getting stuffed out by that Baldwin defense.
Yeah.
That Baldwin defense looked very hard to get past. And just overall, Baldwin, I would just say they were very aggressive in general. We saw, especially in that second quarter, they had, I believe, 5 fouls on them. So they are very aggressive, but the aggressiveness, is paying off very well. And they're also rushing down a lot with their offense. They are close to 50 points. And it just, so far, they are doing an incredible job of just blocking out this Mepham offense and are just being able to regain the ball from rebounds and just rush down and quickly score and get some points.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, too. Their transitions are quick, and they're not letting, they're not letting the ball get stolen away from them. They're their passes are just to their team and not letting no turnovers or anything.
And I want to talk about the Mepham keys prior to the game,
Yeah.
and I want to talk about exactly how it's been playing out so far. One of their keys was to win the rebound battle, and did you really notice that going on? And if not, then what do you think they can do to maybe change that or just do something different to go forward?
Well, I do think they were pretty successful in the first half, and I think that they were pretty good with that key that they were trying to work on, and I don't know, I think they should just keep doing what they're doing.
I agree. And it definitely looked like this Baldwin defense was, one of their keys was to block the stars, like Owen Heller.
Yeah.
And it seemed very successful so far.
Yeah.
Mepham only put up 17 points the first half. So it definitely seems Baldwin is sticking to the game plan and is going phenomenal for them so far,
Yeah.
as they are up by over double points.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see how this Mepham team can try and rebound, collect themselves. It's halfway. It's really interesting to see, are they going to continue with these keys, or are they going to try and change things up, maybe be less aggressive? Because as we get a replay right here, just Baldwin just sticking it out. He fell on the floor, but still was able to get it in. And they just quickly rush back out to get back on defense. Very quick movement going on.
Yeah.
They're able to sacrifice their bodies just to get 2 points.
Yeah.
But
that's a huge part of what you said, how they're being aggressive and they're not afraid to foul, and I think that's been really successful for them.
And we have another replay right here of Mepham. Beautiful pass right there and a beautiful conversion by Rodney right there. So Mepham does have some tricks up their sleeves, like that pass behind the back. That was amazing. And stuff like that definitely can get past this tough Baldwin defense.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say the Baldwin defense has just been doing phenomenal so far. And as Mepham they have had some opportunities. We saw they missed a couple of shots, but that's standard. But overall, I'd say when they've tried to rush down, the Baldwin defense has just been doing a great job at just overall covering this Mepham offense.
Yeah, I think they really just prepared themselves to be, like you said, blocking the stars and covering and just being aware of who's the dangerous players on Mepham's team and who to look out for.
Definitely. I'm sure this Baldwin coach is very proud of his players right now, very proud of his stars, proud of his team. It seems there is really good synergy across this Baldwin team. Being able to put up these numbers in the first half, they're already half the number that they scored last game. They scored 88, and they're at 47, I believe, right now. They're just doing a phenomenal job right now, and honestly, it's incredible watching this game so far, seeing this Baldwin offense and defense just go all out. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of reflective of their season that they've been having. They've been pretty successful so far, and especially those big leads in their wins in their games. Yeah.
And I think the momentum is in Baldwin's favor. Coming off of last game, they did win 88-46.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and
a
I
big
think
part.
I think that momentum has most certainly carried over. And with Mepham, I know it may be a little bit tough right now.
Yeah.
The record, they are 0-11, and that may have some effect into their gameplay and their overall mood and how they're going about this. But no matter what your record is, like their coach says, they're always going to put in 110% effort, which is amazing that this coach is so willing to work with this team, even though their record is underwhelming. But the fact that this coach is just so enthusiastic to keep on moving forward, as we get another replay from this Baldwin offense just rushing forward and getting that layup and just immediately going back on coverage, it's really incredible seeing how quickly they're able to switch from offense to defense.
Yeah.
And their offense in general, just rushing down. They're running into the Mepham players, just how aggressive they are, willing they are to just bulldoze into them. But I also do want to give a quick little shout out to the Frontier every Thursday on the BMB Instagram. So make sure you follow us on Instagram so you can check that out. But back to this Baldwin offense, we saw the number of fouls that they have. and I know I've mentioned this a lot, but I really think this is important to mention just how aggressive they are,
Yeah.
just being able to run into the Mepham defense, just
Yeah.
bulldoze into them, and being able to take the hits that they are. They're falling down, but they're still getting points up, which is definitely telling into what their gameplay is. Just pure aggressiveness.
Yeah, definitely. And going back to like momentum, like you were saying, I think it's definitely like a big thing. And here we see a replay of just the phenomenal defense by Baldwin, just like we were saying. That's just like one of their keys to being successful, especially in this game, like you're saying.
Just out of nowhere, we saw in that replay the
Yeah.
defenseman just rushing down and smacking that ball out of Mepham's hand. Just, they're really able to do it all.
Yeah.
And it just makes Mepham wonder, how do we turn the tide?
Yeah.
What can we do to get this momentum on our side?
Yeah, I think they definitely might have to reconsider their original keys to their game, and I think just during this halftime they have to kind of figure out a game plan of how they're gonna continue on this game now that they've seen what Baldwin has to offer and what they did in the first half.
And it's really interesting seeing this because from what I noticed, both teams aggressive. Just
Yeah.
no really like
yeah.
just like laid back defense or passiveness, just all aggressiveness. And it appears the game is just about to start again as we head into the second half. So we are gonna go back down to this to the booth and check out the second half.
I don't think I need to get them pumped or excited. They're excited to play. They're a great bunch. They have a passion for basketball, and it's a pleasure to coach them. We gauge this season based on how we get better, not necessarily the scoreboard or the record. So I'm proud of them.
All right, as always, good luck in the second half. I'm Haley Gardner, sending it back to our sportscasters.
As we're getting ready to get underway here in the second half, Bruins lead 43-17. Pirates trying to spark a big comeback here right out of the half.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for the Mepham Pirates to come back. However, it is possible. They're just going to have to execute a lot, as Timberlake and Phillips have been dominating this game.
Yeah, Timberlake being one of the huge players, already with 14 points, could maybe be on the way to another double-double and just carrying the load for this team.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult with them on the court. And as we saw, Heller was a little banged up before, so we don't know if he's going to come back.
The Pirates will need to tighten up their defense, as the Bruins have just been running their double team, and just trapping the Pirates play after play and forcing those turnovers. Maybe the Pirates adjust to that, turn it into their own game, and force those turnovers. We have Gallagher, Raniker, Adams, Graff, and Mickle coming out here to start for the Pirates, as it's Gallagher inbounding it to Michael. As it's Michael here over to Raniker to Gallagher. Gallagher with it to the corner to Raniker. Adams to Gallagher. Gallagher being pressed as it's Michael with 16 on the clock. Michael up, no good, rebound Phillips. Phillips going the other way as it's Sainsbury. As it's up, no foul call. Rebound Gallagher going the other way as Gallagher fakes one, rolls it in as the Pirates get the first score of this second half.
Yeah, very nice move right there, getting around him and getting the easy layup.
As it's Sainsbury here. Now over to Timberlake. Timberlake to Sainsbury. Back to Timberlake. Phillips now with it, loses it to Graff. Graff now in transition. Stolen back by them. As it's now Timberlake with it, drives, fakes one. No foul call there. As it's up, as it's Raniker now with it. Raniker being pressed, hits Adams. Adams looking for a man as he just throws it away. May have had Gallagher, but not able to hit him.
Yeah, intended for Gallagher. He was calling for it. He knew he was open.
As we have Sainsbury here into the front court now. Sainsbury over to St. Jean as it's down low to Phillips as he's not able to draw the foul but make the basket through the contact as it's Michael. Now with it, guarded by Sainsbury, picked by Adams. As it's Michael takes a hard fall but able to draw that foul.
Yeah, Mepham, not a lot of free throws to start this game as we have the replay here of a very physical play that worked out for Baldwin.
Just Phillips just using his body there to drive through that contact and end up scoring. As it's Michael here already with 4 points on the night, taking 2 free throws as he hits the first, as it's now a 25-point game. And the second one by Michael is up and good as he hits a pair and has 6 on the night as Sainsbury now with it. Sainsbury to Timberlake. Timberlake to Sainsbury. Sainsbury guarded by Michael. Michael, Sainsbury down low. It's up and good as it's Johnson there able to pick up the bucket as Gallagher with the inbound to Michael. Gallagher now with it. Gallagher guarded by Johnson as it's Michael as he's just going to throw it away as the Bruins defense playing very tight there, not allowing Michael to find an open man as it's Sainsbury going the other way now. Sainsbury, tip pass by Gallagher, right back to Johnson and into the crowd.
Yeah, Baldwin has been very good to start this at the passing game. They are finding people open. Meanwhile, Mepham is being pressed and they are not able to work fast enough.
As we have the inbound here, Timberlake to Sainsbury, back to Timberlake to Sainsbury. St. Jean fakes it as it's Sainsbury, St. Jean as it's Johnson down low. Phillips up and draws the contact. 2 shots for Phillips. As Phillips just trying to extend the lead here as that'll be the 3rd foul for the Pirates.
Yeah, Phillips.
As the first one is up and no good by Phillips. As the second one here now by Phillips trying to make it a 27-point game is up and no good as Phillips misses both. As going the other way, it's Gallagher guarded by Sainsbury. Gallagher nearly travels as there'll be a timeout there for the Pirates. As Gallagher had nothing there, almost traveled, just able to hold his foot back.
Yeah, the Bruins are being able to play this very high-pressure press game, and if the Pirates are not able to move fast enough, they're going to be able to run that all night.
Because everything so far tonight going the Bruins' way, making those defensive plays, getting those points in transition, and just here's a replay of just Johnson going right up and making that reverse shot.
Yeah, it's been very good display by the Bruins. They have been all around incredible.
As it'll be Pirates ball off the inbound. Here, out of the timeout, as we have Arias checking back in. Good to see him back after leaving the game earlier with an injury. As it's Michael now with the Gallagher. Gallagher down low to Raniker. Right over to Arias and just right by him, but as it'll be Bruins ball. Just another turnover forced by the Bruins defense as it's Sainsbury with the ball. And Sainsbury over big three is up and good as the threes just keep on falling. As Timberlake now with 17 on the game. As it's Michael now with it. Driving. Stops. Three. Michael. No good. Rebound tipped out. Ranniker. Arias for three. Off the rim. Rebound to Ranniker. Ranniker tiptoes the line. Good play there by Phillips, using his size, able to get a hand on it, but a roll out of bounds off the Bruins.
Yeah, the press, as we see, they are on Mepham as fast as you can be. They have no time and no space.
As it's Gallagher with the inbound to Michael. Michael now with it. Tipped away by Sainsbury. Good play by Sainsbury, able to almost convert and draw that and one as it'll just roll out as 2 free throws here for Sainsbury.
Yeah, Sainsbury has been good for the line this game.
Yes, Sainsbury on the first one is up and good. As just another play where the Bruins just use their speed on that defense and just use that transition game to turn it right back the other way. And the second one's up and good for Sainsbury. It's a 31-point game now. As Michael now with it. Michael over to Ranniker. Ranniker nearly stolen again by Sainsbury. Ranniker able to keep it. As it's Graff now. Graff for three. Off the mark, rebound Gallagher. As it's Gallagher out. Graff again. No good. Arias tips it up and it'll go out of bounds off of Arias. As it'll be an inbound here for the Bruins as Sainsbury back there to receive it. Sainsbury moving it fast. St. Jean for three now. No good. Right back to him though. As it's Sainsbury over to Timberlake yet again. No good. Phillips offensive board turns size. As another steal there as Timberlake just going all over the court. Timberlake just playing a fabulous game.
Yeah, the duo of Timberlake.
As the Bruins will pull all 5 of their starters here as they feel they have gotten their job done. Up by 33 that they can pull their starters as the Pirates will make their substitution, bringing in Sanderson for Graff.
Yeah, Timberlake and Phillips had an astounding job back here.
As it's stolen by Ranniker. Going the other way, Ranniker. Arias, floater is good as Arias gets his first point since coming back in the game. As it's Bacon now with it, over to Williams, back to Bacon. Williams, Bacon for three. It's good as everybody's hitting threes for the Bruins. Michael up to Arias. Arias as he pulls up and just misses there as it'll be Bruins ball. Tight defense there. The Bruins pushing double teams and pushing pressure right on the ball as it's Bacon bringing up the ball. Bacon over to Williams. Williams now over to Salters. Back to Williams. Back to Salters. Salters now for three. Off the mark, rebound Bruins. As it's Williams driving, Euros in and good. Great move there made by the junior Williams. As Michael now with it. Michael just loses it, stolen by Salters. Salters kicks it back out. Williams, Bacon, back out. Salters from mid-range. It's good. The Bruins just cannot miss.
Yeah, they're playing very aggressive, getting the steals, getting the turnovers, and getting a quick bucket.
Michael now with it, over to Arias. Arias over to Gallagher, back to Michael. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher for three. No good. Rebound, Laniker. Laniker out in the corner. Throws up a heave. Rebound grabbed. Arias fights for it up and draws the foul. Very impressive play by Arias there with the hurt shoulder, pushing up through it, able to draw that and one. As Arias has been one of the brightest spots for this Pirates team with 6 points on the night, looking to make it 7 and complete that 3-point play.
As we have McQuillan and Grizzard checking into this game.
Yes, it'll be their first minutes of the game here, and Arias' free throw is up and no good. Rebounded, saved by the Bruins as it's Williams now in the corner. Salters back to Williams, back to Salters. Down low to Lett. Salters 3, no good. Rebound Bacon, blocked by Sanderson. As a shot up and no good. As another block by the Pirates. Pirates defensive presence being shown as of late. As it's Arias in the corner. McQuillan for 3. No good. Grizzard fights for it, puts his body on the line. McQuillan saves it, but to let. As it'll be out of bounds there. Bruins ball with 45 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, the Pirates trying very hard to keep it and unfortunately just not able to.
As it'll be Bacon with the ball. Bacon up to Williams. Back to Bacon. Williams now for 3. No good. Rebound Grizzard. Grizzard to Michael. Back to Grizzard. Down low to Sanderson as Sanderson gets on the board here as he uses height. It's Bacon now with it. Over to Williams. Williams to Salters. Back to Williams. Shot clock off. 9 on the clock. Williams to Salters. Salters down low. It's up and the reverse is good there as it's Colorado as in the end of 3 quarters here. The Bruins with a commanding lead, up by 36. But the Pirates showing some bright spots on the defensive end at the end of that quarter.
Yeah, Carl Otto, very nice.
Thanks, guys. I'm here on the court. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. Right now it's 63-27 Bruins, and Justin Timberlake has been working his butt off this game. I mean, have you seen those scores? He's doing amazing. On the other side, our Pirates, they're working tirelessly trying to fight back and get that defense up, but that's all for they've been working hard, and that's all for me. Back to you guys at the Sportscasters.
4th quarter, you have me and Jake Maxwell here commentating here.
Yeah, Lucas, hopefully we get a good, hard-fought 4th quarter from both teams here, as there's a 63-27 score.
Yeah, Baldwin's been dominating so far this game. You've seen that pressure there. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see on this replay from Williams. Williams gonna pass it back out. That's just gonna go up and in.
Yeah, as Phillips gets the shot there.
Yeah, the Baldwin's defense has been really good so far in this game. You've seen that pressure they've put on that full court press and on that double team defense here.
Yeah, definitely. You see Baldwin on the court. Mepham heading out to the court as you have Grizzard, Keontas, McQuillan, Arias, and Michael coming out to the court. As Rodney's gotten in a lot of minutes in this game. We'll see how his stamina is in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be all second team except Arias here.
Yep. It's Bacon. Sends it over to Salters. Salters back to Bacon. Bacon to the wing as it's Williams in the wing. Down low. Now back to Salters. Salters with a shot, and that is good. As now Michael brings it up the court. Michael to Grizzard. Grizzard to Michael. Counts us with the screen. Michael sends it up, and that is no good. I don't know if there was a shot or a pass there, but it goes out of bounds in the end there. You've let into Bacon. Bacon, Salters. Salters to Carl Otto. Carl Otto out to Let. Let with the shot. No good. Grizzard with the rebound. Grizzard bringing it out the court. Grizzard to McQuillan. McQuillan Out to Michael. Michael to Kayantis. Kayantis back to McQuillan. McQuillan looking for a shot. Fakes it. Goes in the paint. McQuillan up with the lay and no good.
McQuillan trying to get a foul there. Just does not land his way. He's going to throw that big shot up there and it doesn't go in.
Now Williams into the corner. Salters the shot. No good. Grizzard goes to the air. McQuillan comes up with it.
McQuillan's with a big rebound there for the Pirates.
McQuillan up on the logo. McQuillan down to Arias. Arias takes a shot. No good. Williams with the rebound here. Bacon bringing up the court. Bacon gets around Michael. Bacon down to Let off his hands. Salters passes out to Williams. Williams here. Williams gets tipped. Kansas snacks it out. Arias on a fast break. Now Michael has it on the fast break. Going up for the layup, and it's no good. And that's going to stay Mepham's ball, though.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Bacon, just stopping that offensive possession there for the Pirates.
So now Michael's going to be inbounding it here. Michael down to Arias. Arias with the layup, and it's good. Getting the Pirates to 29 points here. Now Bacon bringing the ball up. Bacon down to Williams. Williams on the wing. And that's Carl Otto with the shot, and it's good from the free throw line. The little fadeaway jumper there is good from Carl Otto. Michael bringing it up the court. Michael to McQuillan. McQuillan to Kayantis in the corner. Kayantis looks for a shot, doesn't take it. Down to McQuillan. Now over to Arias. Arias goes up, and it's good. Arias has 2 straight scores now in back-to-back possessions, making it 67-31 on the scoreboard. Bacon down to Let with the shot, no good. And Arias gets the rebound. He's got McQuillan running up the court. Arias decides to keep it. Arias going straight to the rack here, and it's good. No good. In and out from Arias. And that's going to be Mepham's ball in the paint. And now we have Baldwin checking in a full court of players here.
Yeah, and Arias just can't get that one to fall. And that's a hard fought possession there for Arias. He goes with the layup. Jake thought it was in, but it just goes in and out.
Yeah. Now on the court, number 15, you got Giddens. You have number 30 on the court. And now Grizzard. The shot is gonna be good there.
Michael's gonna bring the ball up here.
Now Michael's bringing it up. Michael over to McQuillan. McQuillan down to Arias. Arias shoots it again and is no good. Arias has found a lot of good looks here in this fourth quarter and has been pretty efficient, shooting about 50% right now for the fourth quarter. That's going to be a foul on Arias.
Yeah, it should not fall for him there. As you said, Arias has gotten those shots, has gotten those opportunities to score, just doesn't let them fall there.
Now you have Dunbar into Punj.
Arias is their Mepham best scorer tonight with 12
And the
points.
shot from Chan, no good. Now out to Arias gets the ball. And you have Dunbar.
We have Dunbar embedded into Punji here.
Dunbar to Punji. Punji bringing up the court. Makes a move. Grizzard goes aggressive for the pass there. Chan. Now Chan, and the shot is missed by Rivera as Rivera tried to take the shot there. Now Grizzard. Grizzard with the 3. No good. Rivera out to Punji. Punji bringing up the court. Down to Chan. Chan on the wing. Dribbling up back to the top of the key. Chan to Punji. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar goes up for the shot and is no good. And he hits the deck pretty hard there.
Yeah, Dunbar with big contact there from Kayantis.
Now Michael bringing up the court. Takes a deep 3. And it's no good. As he took that 3 from almost low. And Arias with the offensive rebound and the score there. Showing some grit down in the paint.
Yeah, you see Arias, the hustle play there. Just works that glass, gets that rebound, and puts up his own shot.
Yeah, Arias is really fighting hard in this fourth quarter. Now, the open three is no good, as that was from Giddens. Now Grizzard bringing up the court, fires the pass to McClellan. McClellan's unable to keep hold of the pass there, and that's going to be going Baldwin's way.
Yeah, it's going to slip out of McClellan's hand here. And you see Mepham got a new full court of players here.
As you have Cracky coming in, Mirage, Cabra, Cloudman, and Adams coming into the game for Mepham. And Cloudman is coming out of the game here. Little miscommunication there. So Arias is staying into the game. And that's going to be a carry. He picked up his dribble there. Sends it to Adams. Jared Cabra bringing up the ball. Cabra to Adams. Adams for three. And that's going to be no good. Abdullah fighting on the ground there. Abdullah Murad. And that's going to be a timeout called by Mepham.
Mirage with the hustle play there. Gets that rebound, and that's going to go Pirates' way.
And now Mepham in the timeout, trying to talk it over, trying to see how they're going to close out this fourth quarter as the score is 67-33.
Yeah, this game may be at a little reach here for the Pirates. They tried to come back into this game, have not been able to. You've seen that defense, that offense from the Baldwin Bruins.
Yeah, Pirates have definitely had a stronger fourth quarter here as they're outscoring the Baldwin Bruins here. But it seems to be too little too late for this Pirates team.
Yeah, you're going to see as the coach even started bringing in the whole second team there. And Pirates just gotta look to the next game. Gotta look to the next game here. Maybe find a spark coming late here.
You've seen some good flashes from this team. You've seen that this team can formulate good shots and be able to win a game. So there's definitely some bright sides to this game from Mepham Pirates. Some good takeaways and some bad takeaways, obviously. Same thing for the Bruins. They might be winning by a lot, but there's still some stuff they got to take away and work on. Cracky in the corner. Cracky out to Adams. Adams to Arias. Arias for three. And Arias off the back iron there. And Cracky picks up his first foul of the game there.
Yeah, and that's going to go Baldwin way there. It's going to be a mistake foul there by Cracky.
And now you have Dunbar getting ready to inbound it to Punji. Punji bringing up the court. Down to Giddens. Giddens with the layup, and it's good. Giddens. Cabra bringing up the court. Cabra to Arias. Arias. Now Punji bringing up the court, some pace there. And goes up for the layup, no good. And Chan gets the offensive rebound and puts it in there. Great shot from Chan, throwing fight on the boards.
Yeah, it's a good position there from the Pirates. You're going to go up with that layup. You miss it, get that rebound, and that's going to go right up there. Right up there for that bucket.
And now it's going to go out of bounds. As now Giddens is going to inbound it to Punji. And Arias comes off the court. Cloudman checks in for him. Punji bringing up the court. Punji there. Dunbar over to Punji. Punji down to Giddens. Giddens with the shot, and it's going to be no good. Cloudman goes for the rebound. He's unable to get it, as that's Chan. Chan dribbling around. Down to Punji. Chan's trying to call for the ball back, but Punji goes. Dunbar with the ball now. Back to Punji. Chan with the three, and that is going to be no good. And the offensive rebound from Giddens, and Giddens puts it in. And the offensive fight here from the Bruins right now is just great to see, not giving up on anything here.
Yeah, you see that offensive fight there, as you just said. That hustle, this Baldwin team is all built on hustle. They've shown that so far in this game.
Cloudman tries to pass it to Cracky, and it goes out of bounds here.
That tempo does not stop there for the Bruins.
Now Giddens is coming down to inbound it to Punji. Giddens gives it to Punji. Punji's bringing it up. Punji passes it down. And now looks for Dunbar unable to find it. Cabra with the ball now, racing for it, and is unable to get it.
Cabra is trying his hardest to keep that ball in, is unsuccessful. That's going to go Bruins' way.
A lot of turnovers here from this Mepham team after a little streak of Arias buckets. Coming up the court here. Punji. Abdullah Mirage is trying to force him out of bounds. Gets back to the middle of the court. And they're going to call a foul on Abdullah. On Mirage, there is the foul.
Mirage playing a little too aggressive there.
Tries to steal the ball there. Back on defense. And Adams tips it out of bounds. As now Dunbar is going to inbound it in. Looking for Chan. Didn't find Chan. He goes to Punji. Back to Dunbar. Over to Giddens. Giddens to Punji. Punji to Chan. Chan over to Giddens. Giddens for three, and it's no good. Fighting for the rebound. Rivera goes to try and put it back up, unable to do it. Adams bringing up the court. Adams to Cloudman. Cloudman handling the ball. Goes through the legs. Over to Adams. Adams passes out to Cabra. Cabra for three, and it's no good. And Giddens gets the rebound there. And Cracky with the steal. Now Adams is going to take the ball up. 25 seconds to go in the game here. And it looks like Adams over to Cabra. Cabra back to Adams. Adams to Cloudman. Back to Adams. Adams. And it's going to go out of bounds with 7 seconds left to go in the game.
Yeah, you're going to see maybe a little done here for both teams here going late into this game.
As it looks like it's going to go Chan to Punji, and Punji looks like he's just going to be dribbling this one out to end the game.
Okay.
And that is going to be the game there. As the final score is 73-33, Bruins win.
Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are great. Thank you.
So they didn't give him that 10, they gave him the
And now they line up to end the game, shake hands after a hard-fought game for two teams.
Bruins with a dominant win here versus the Pirates.
Yeah, you saw a great game from Chase Timberlake there. Showed out for his team. And I think Chase Timberlake might earn himself the BMB player of the game tonight.
Yeah, Chase Timberlake, who's one of the better players here on this roster. Maybe one of the best, and has shown why.
Yeah, he shows why he was on the second team in Long Island. And now we're gonna be sending it down to Haley Gardner with the BMB interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here on the court with number 3, Chase Timberlake. 17 points, including 3 three-pointers. What does this win mean for your team going forward in the season?
It means a lot because we're coming off a 3-game losing streak, you know. We're just going out there trying to play hard, coming every day. Our goal is not to just be one team. Our goal is to actually make the playoffs and win something, so that means a lot.
Yeah, since playoffs are coming soon, what does this mean for your team? How far you guys are going to go this year?
We have to, our goal is to go as far as possible, We may be new, like 10 new guys, but, my job as a captain to keep up guys' accountability, and just go as far as possible.
Thank you so much. I'm Haley Gardner, sending it back up to you guys in the studio.
Welcome to the post-game show. I'm Oliver Mattis.
And I'm Nikki Saracini.
So, Nikki, just overall summary of the game, what did you see?
Well, both teams fought really hard, and Mepham just couldn't come out with the win against a really tough Baldwin team. Baldwin had really great defense, and they were just really great on the transitional end, and it just led them to be really successful on the offensive side.
Definitely, and in that last half, we saw Mepham try to be a bit more aggressive. Unfortunately for them, that Baldwin defense was just too tough for them, and that just led to a Baldwin victory over Mepham. Overall, a very good game, very entertaining game, and that's all that we have for you. Have a great night, everyone, and stay tuned for the upcoming sports games on the BM Broadcasting YouTube channel.